Hi, so we're just going to go through the weights that we've been doing this term. So just standing with the feet hip width apart, nice soft knees, the core engaged and shoulders round and down the back, and just doing a warm up with those shoulder rolls, forward shoulder rolls, just nice and slow. Taking those shoulders through the full range of movement, and then we're going to go back with those shoulder rolls, really squeezing those shoulder blades together and just loosening up any tightness. And then we're going to slide the shoulders down the back, arms hanging by the side, and we're just going to warm up with those arm floats, drawing the shoulders down the back as we take the arms to the ceiling. Keeping the palms towards each other. We're going to just bring the arms down just slightly behind the body there and opening up through the chest, squeezing those shoulder blades together. In breath, up to the ceiling, drawing the shoulders down the back. On the out breath, bringing the arms down, and again just taking them a little bit further behind the body. In breath, taking the arms up to the ceiling, drawing those shoulders down. And this time on the out breath, we're going to sweep those arms behind you, squeezing those shoulder blades together, keeping those palms facing away from you, and just opening up through the chest there. And then relax the arms down and give those shoulders a roll. Brilliant. So starting with the weight work, we're going to start with the hands at the front of the thighs, back of the hands facing away from you. We're going to bring the weights up to the front of the shoulders, lift those elbows up high, but drawing the shoulders down the back, and then feel the resistance as you push away. So for 9, and push, 8, and push, 7, and push, for 6, and push. So as you're lifting those elbows, draw those shoulders down the back. For 4, and push, 3, and feel the tension through the arms as you lower them. For 2, and last one here, push it away. We're going to bring the weights to the front of the thighs, and then to the side, and then sliding those arms back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. I'm going to stand side on, and then we're going to bend those elbows so the elbows are back behind the body, weights to the front of the shoulders, and then we're going to reach the arms back and up towards the ceiling and forward, and reaching back and up and forward. One more time, reaching back and up, hold it here, and we're pulsing to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend those elbows. Good. Reaching back and up, and bend. Reaching back and up, and bend. Reaching back and up, and we're pulsing together here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend. Reaching back and up, bend, reaching back and up. Last one, bend, reaching back and up. We're pulsing to the ceiling for 10. Obviously do as many as you can. Don't overdo it if you need to stop. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. We're pulsing together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Give those shoulders a roll, and then we're going to come down to lying on the roller. So I'm just going to drop the camera down. So getting yourselves on the roller, starting sitting on the end, slowly coming back to lying down, making sure the tailbone and the crown of the head are comfortably sitting on that roller. Feet are nice and wide, and then just have a little play with that neutral spine, rolling that pelvis forward, chin to the ceiling, and then flattening and chin towards the chest. So keeping nice and flat through that lumbar spine, nice and long through the neck. We're just going to leave the weights for a minute Floating right and left arm to the ceiling. On the in-breath, we're going to float the back of the hands down towards the floor, letting those shoulders drop over the edge of the roller, making sure that rib cage is staying down and floating up to the ceiling. One more time, in-breath, floating the back of the hands down to the floor. Feel that lovely opening through the chest there and back up to the ceiling, palms facing away from you. We're going to go right arm up, left arm down, and then keeping the hands on or towards the floor like a windmill, we're going to bring the arms out to the side, lock that rib cage down, left arm up, right arm down, and back up to the ceiling again. Good, we're changing arms, so left arm up, right arm down, keeping the hands on the floor. We're going to bring them out to the side, finishing with the right arm up, left arm down, and back up to the ceiling again. So we're going to grab our weights now. Top of the hands up towards the ceiling, the ends of the weights towards your thighs. We're going to take right arm up to the ceiling. Make sure the wrist stays over the shoulder. Don't bring the arm back, too much pressure on that shoulder joint. As we lower the right arm, but we're going to keep hovering above the floor, we're going to lift that left arm up. Good. And change. So for 9 and 9. 8, keeping the weights hovering off the floor for 7 and 7, 6 and 6, for 5 and 5, 4 and 4, for 3 and 3, 2 and 2. Keep that rib cage locked down. Last ones of the singles here. We're going to bring the arms down again. Keep them hovering. Slide those shoulders down the back. We're taking both arms up to the ceiling and lower again, keeping them hovering for 8 and lower, 7 and lower, 6 and lower. Really locking that core down into that roller for 4 and lower, 3 and lower, for 2, and last one here, we're going to lower back down and then taking it back up to the ceiling, turn the forearms so you can see the inside of the forearms there, into the bicep curl. So keeping the elbows lifted, we're bringing the weights to the front of the shoulder and back up to the ceiling. Really control this movement, so don't do it too fast. For 8 and back up to the ceiling. And again, focusing on the elbows staying lifted as you bring those weights down. Good. So we're going for 5 and up, 4 and up. Think about that core, locking it down. 2 more here. And last one, take the weights back up to the ceiling, palms facing each other. We're going to bend those elbows at right angles, have the weights towards each other. We're opening the arms out to the side, drop the elbows down and the back of the hands down towards the floor, lock the rib cage down and squeezing back together. Good. So for 9 and close. 8, and again, not too fast with this one. Try not to let the hands come onto the floor if they're comfortable too. Keep them hovering so those arms are working all the time. For 5 and close. 4 and close. For 3 and close. Lock the rib cage down for 2 and close. Last one here, we're going to close back up and then we're going to open them back up into the W. Keep the elbows where they are and we're taking the knuckles up to the ceiling. Weights are towards each other and trying to keep them level with each other. We're pushing up to the ceiling and lower back down. So lock the rib cage as you push up and lower for 8 and lower, 7 and lower, for 6 and lower, 5 and lower, for 3 and 2. Good, last ones here, lower back down, and then we're going to take them back up to the ceiling, palms towards each other. We're going to float the arms open, but keep those elbows nice and soft. So don't straighten those arms out. And then imagine you're hugging that tree in front of you, keeping those elbows soft, and open. For 9, and open, 8, and 7, for 6, again, not too fast with this one, really thinking of that core, for 4, and open, 3, and open, for 2, and open, last ones here, opening back up, and then we're going to take the hands together, bending those elbows, so keeping the hands together, we're going to bring the weights over the back of the head and again lock that rib cage down and straight up to the ceiling. So we're working the back of the arms here, those triceps, and back up, over the head and back up to the ceiling. Good, I've lost count, so we're going with 6 and up, 5 and up. So as the arms come back, lock that rib cage down, for 3 and up, 2 and back up again. Good, last ones here, back up to the ceiling. We're going to open those arms, but again with soft elbows, and then we're going to sweep the arms behind the head, getting the ends of the weights to touch or thumbs towards each other, and back up to the side. So for 9 and open, again nice and slow with this one. And if it feels too much to have the weights lower down behind the head, then just think about lifting them a little bit higher. So almost think about them coming a bit higher above the head there. Good. And again, we're going for 4. Keep that core locked in. And 3. For 2. And the last one here. Good. And then we're going to relax the arms down. Give them a nice roll. We're going to gently come off the roller. Obviously, if you want to do some more work on the roller, you go ahead. But just to remind you to make sure we stretch out. So maybe after you've done the weights, we can just do taking the right arm out to the side, bring it across your chest, reaching it away from you, feeling that nice stretch through the shoulder joint there, dropping it over that left shoulder and pushing that elbow over to the left side. And then arm up to the ceiling, drop it down the middle of the back. Just placing some pressure either on the elbow, just running the hand down the back, or of course you can use that upper arm, and just feeling that stretch down the tricep, and try and keep that crown of the head up to the ceiling there. And just breathing through that stretch. Good, and then relax and giving those shoulders a roll. So left arm out, bringing it across the chest, reaching the hand away, and then dropping it over the shoulder, and again just increasing that stretch over towards that right side. And then arm up to the ceiling, running it down the middle of the back. Pressure on that elbow, just encouraging that hand to slide down the back. A nice deep breath. Good, one more time, deep breath in. As we breathe out, relax the arms down and give those shoulders a roll. Brilliant, well done everyone, and we'll see you soon. Okay,